Hello everybody, and welcome back to my Druid Archer Let's Play featuring Araelas and his buddy Bjorn. So, last episode we were able to find the sacred place called... oh, what was it? Evergreen Grove. And we were able to meditate there using the bone idol of the Elm Rite as sort of a channel, a focus. To open our heart and open our soul to the energies of that sacred place. And what was held in the energies of that sacred place was an old ancient boon that the spirit of the forest granted to us as sort of a way to reward our dedication and our ability to focus and revere the forest itself. And what that boon was called... oh, what was it called? I don't remember. It was a power that you can use once daily called Shroud Passing that just makes Araelas a little sneakier for his hunting endeavors. So we actually ended up spending a good 3.5 days there, meditating on the holy energies of that place. So Araelas was a bit eager to get back here to his own campsite that he calls home, and kind of spend some time with his spirit lady over here in the stone, the lady of the lake, so to speak. So we'll probably spend the rest of the day here. It's only 10 a.m., 10:17 a.m. We'll probably spend the rest of the day here, gather up our energy, gather up some more supplies, and then we will head northwest to Haafingar. Maybe visit Solitude for the first time. That's a bit strange, isn't it, that we haven't seen it yet. We have been up here. I don't remember exactly what we were doing up here. Yeah, I honestly don't remember. Maybe bounties or something over here? Yeah, I really don't remember. Anyway, the forest now, after wearing the this special ring, the bone ring of the Elm Rite, and we were able to meditate, and we got a vision of a certain large cavern with a large spire in the middle of it, and a ring of water around a large elm tree at the top of that spire. We asked the forest about it, and the forest said, "Hey, come over here." So that's what we're going to do. We have quite a long journey ahead of us, though. So Araelas is going to rest up. He is going to, I don't know, recharge his battery, so to speak. The energy of this island that the Lady Stone inhabits is a great energy for Araelas. He loves it. So he's going to bask in that glory for about a day, and we will start our next journey tomorrow morning, I believe. Okay, so here we are the next morning, and Araelas has had a full night of sleep, and we're ready to go. I think we're still well provisioned enough from our jaunt to Evergreen Grove that we don't need to restock. But we could use some extra water, I think, so we'll go ahead and fill up on... oh, geez, it's dark in the morning here, huh? It's early, but it's not necessarily bright and early, I would say. So let's go ahead and fill up the water skins. Not close enough to water, I'm in water. That's odd, huh? Okay, there's something going on there. Looks like I Need has become disconnected from the world. So strange. Alright, well, I'll figure that out. In the meantime, I'm probably going to cut the recording here. I will keep it going. Well, I'll keep it going on the journey because it is a long trip to Solitude. But I'll keep the recording running just in case anything interesting happens on the way. But we'll probably just be taking the road north here up through Rorikstead and then to Solitude. Before we take this road through the mountains and then to the north coast of Skyrim up in Haafingar here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm probably going to restart the game first, though, to see if I can get I Need to start working again. But unless anything exciting happens on the way, I will see you in Haafingar. Something is not right here. Rid this place. Your vile intent. Tastes like evil. Ah, look at that. Quite scenic, huh? So we're approaching Solitude here, which oddly enough is Araelas' first time to the major city of the province of Skyrim. So at times like this, it's kind of fun to put yourself in the character's shoes and see what, just try to determine what he feels, what he thinks of the place the first time he enters it. Especially a big, meaningful place like this in Skyrim. So I think immediately, he sees the walls there. And he's a bit claustrophobic, and the walls here remind him of his time in Windhelm, which were not good times. He did feel a bit trapped in that place. One thing going for Solitude that Windhelm doesn't have is that it has a lot of trees around. Windhelm is largely in the tundra, so there's not a whole lot in the way of vegetation. Here the trees tend to clear the air a little bit. He likes the smell of the pine. And even though the walls are high, the ceilings are open, the air is fresh, he does get a bit of a sense of unease from this place, much like he found in Windhelm, although it's a little more accepting. I guess the hatred of Solitude is a little more directed than Windhelm. What's happening here?
Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Or you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed us.
You should tell her that her uncle
Traitor!
betrayed his high king. Best she know now, I thought.
They're all hard.
Rogvir, You helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torring. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude. He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Thorin. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Public execution. Araelas kills, and he does it quite frequently, judging by the bloodstains he's covered in. But he always has a very functional reason to kill, either for self-preservation or to serve a bigger purpose, sort of to serve the greater need of the ecology and the life around what he's killing. He's not sure what need this serves. It appears as if this Nord were killed simply by breaking a law. By opening a gate,
Good
even.
riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
I think I expected more.
And the symbolic importance that the walls hold to Araelas kind of puts him on the other side of whoever's conducting this execution. He doesn't see why someone deserves to die just for creating an opening in a wall. He doesn't understand it. But he will accept it, as it seems this is the social and political and judicial norm of this place. To keep the peace and to keep the order, as it were. So our stop here in Solitude is not going to be long. Araelas doesn't really like it here, first of all. But we do need to spend some time here in order just to sell off the loot. The loot that we gathered off of the bandits that waylaid us on the road. At some point, he may feel the need to come back here and maybe get some bounties if he gets bored or whatever. Or to help clear the bandit problem out from this hold, as he's done in the past. He's taken pride in that. It gives him a purpose to serve for society. But he's got other things on his mind right now, namely getting to the big cavern that he saw in his vision and see what the spirits of the forest have in store for him there.
A traitor right up to the end.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
Walk away, right now.
Nice try, but you do not scare me.
Too bad for you.
I am not going to ask again.
Well, you give me no choice. Bring it on, pal.
Then I guess that is your last choice.
The vermin has been exterminated. Okay. We're getting a strong sensation that the forest is beckoning us this way. And it does seem like there's a bit of a beaten path here. Yeah, I believe this is the place. Shadow Green Cavern. That does jive with the shadow language in the vision that we saw when we put the ring on. But this isn't like the other place. Araelas feels a sense of danger coming from here, although it's a familiar energy. And it's not the enemy of, or I'm sorry, it's not the energy of an enemy something that wishes him harm, but he still feels like there's some kind of danger in here. So he's going to be ready.
Steel yourself, enlightened one. Before you are granted our boon, you must be proven worthy.
Something is agitating these wolves. They're not attacking, but they seem frenzied somehow. They're definitely not at rest. Spriggan. To be attacking, but something is. That bear. Why did the bear attack? That's right. Araelas is being tested. So these are enemies Araelas is not used to facing. Okay. Spriggan Earth Mother. Interesting. Luckily, Bjorn and the Spirit of the Lady, the Lunar Familiar, are doing a great job protecting Araelas from these new enemies that Araelas has not had to face before. It's quite jarring and a little bit heartbreaking for Araelas to have to kill these creatures. But he supposes that he understands why he's got to die, apparently. That was quick. Oh, what happened there? Did he turn our Lunar Familiar against us? Interesting. Okay, well, let's try that again. Okay, let's be ready this time. The Lunar Familiar will turn on us. That is an interesting test for Araelas, isn't it? I wonder why this one causes that to happen, but the other ones don't. Do another quick save here, just in case this doesn't go well again. Okay. Bjorn as a tank. That time the Lunar Familiar did not turn on us. Fortunate for us, that thing is a tough cookie. Alright. Another bear. 2 bears, eh? Alright. Hope one of these was not Bjorn. Okay, we're good. Okay. There's another Spriggan, but this one does not seem hostile. Perfect. Okay, so are we still wearing our bone ring? We are indeed. So let's go ahead and field dress one of these bears. See if we get anything interesting. Bear claws, bear eye, bear tooth, bear heart, flawless bear tooth, large bear claws, Elm ritual bone added. That's it. That's the one we needed. Excellent. So that ritual bone, I'm sure, will be able to be carved into another idol, much like the Elm Rite idol that we had before. Okay, well, Araelas will probably go ahead and meditate in this place for a bit. He has been deemed worthy by the Spriggan spirits here, as they are no longer attacking. Bjorn is so protective, look at that guy. Kinda cute. Anyway, I think this will do it for this episode. Next episode, we will go ahead and carve up our next idol of the bone idol of the Elm Rite, or the Elm Rite this time, and we'll meditate on that and see where it leads us. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye.